Hi Virgo, this is Wendy from Wendys Tarot. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be asking the cards, what are your person's true intentions with you? All right, here we go. Let's get started. Also, I wanted to say, please be careful with scammers and fake channels. The name of this channel is Wendys Tarot. Nothing else, just Wendys Tarot. Today is October 27th, 2025. All right, here we go. Spirit angels and guides, please show me what are this person's true intentions with Virgo, whoever it is that Virgo is connecting to and dealing with in love, please. What are this person's true intentions with Virgo? Okay. All right, Virgo, at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. We also have here the Queen of Wands. We have the Sun, the Hangman, the Page of Cups. We also have here the Tower card. It came out sideways. And the Fool card came out in reverse here. All right, let's see what's going on here. Give me a second. Okay, so someone definitely wants to communicate with you, Virgo, with the Page of Cups and the Fool in reverse. You know, whoever this person is, they were waiting for you. They were waiting for you to be the one to communicate with them and reach out to them. They were waiting for your message or for your call. Yeah, they were waiting. But it kind of looks like you didn't do that. You know, you didn't call them, you didn't text them, you didn't look for them. And the tower showing up here sideways, it just kind of looks like this person doesn't want to lose their connection with you. So they're kind of in this energy of, okay, if I don't say something to Virgo, you know, if I don't reach out to Virgo, then, you know, the tower is going to come falling down here, you know. The relationship is going to end, the connection is going to end. So if I don't want things to end between me and Virgo, I'm going to have to be the one to say something and reach out. Because again, they were waiting for you to reach out, but because it's not happening, because you're not reaching out to them, this person feels like they have no choice but to do it themselves and be the one to reach out to you. Now, with the King of Swords here, male or female, doesn't matter the gender, and we have the King of Wands. I feel like this person's definitely, oh, how can I say? They're testing you. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. This person's testing you. This person's trying to figure out how far, like how much would you be able to tolerate from them and put up from them? How far are you going to take things? You know what? Let me clarify what they want to figure out here. I'm definitely getting that they're testing you. You know, and I'm also noticing that this person's going down instead of up, because there's levels to the kings. Again, male or female, doesn't matter the gender, but King of Swords down to the King of Wands. They're going down instead of up. The one that goes after the King of Swords is the King of Cups, which that's basically telling me that if this person, you know, if you don't demand anything from them, they're not gonna give you anything, you know. Like if you don't demand respect, for example, they're not going to give you respect, you know? If you don't demand to be taken seriously, they on their own accord, they're not going to voluntarily decide to take you seriously. You know, if if you were to ask, you know, what this person's preference is, their preference is to like have a non-committal relationship, you know, with you. Yeah, that is what they prefer, you know, to have a relationship with no strings attached, to have a relationship with no commitment attached, to, you know, have the ability to like be with, I mean, or have to have the opportunity to be with you and also keep their options open at the same time. That would be their preference, you know. Yeah, that's what truly feels comfortable for them, and that's what they would want to establish with you. But with the King of Swords here, it's like I said, this person is testing you to see, you know, how much are you going to ask from them? How much are you going to demand from them? You know, are you going to say anything to them, you know? Or are you going to like go with the flow? It's like they're testing your mileage. They're testing your mileage. Okay. You know, I feel like my question here, what I'm kind of curious about is if you were to demand something serious from them, if you were to demand a serious relationship from them, like my question is, what would they do in that scenario? What would they do in that scenario? But I feel like this person doesn't know yet, you know? I feel like they're kind of like testing out the waters, you know, just kind of testing out the energy that you give off. You know, they're just kind of like watching and observing and just trying to gather information from you or about you. Yeah, I don't feel like this person has a set plan here. Let's see their communication. Let's see. Spirit, tell me about this Page of Cups, please. Connected to this person. Oh, okay. So we have the Hangman once again. Could be a Pisces. Doesn't have to be. Could be a Pisces. Or Cancer or Scorpio or water sign. Again, I keep getting this energy of someone who doesn't really know if they're going left or if they're going right. You know, they're kind of like hanging in the middle here. Again, tested. They're more so in this energy of testing things out with you and testing you. Tell me more about this Page of Cups. We have the Empress. Well, geez. Okay, so they look at you as the Empress, male or female, doesn't matter the gender. They also look at you as the Sun. So they definitely recognize that you are a very valuable person. You're a very valuable man, a very valuable woman. You know, you're not like the rest of them. You're definitely someone who brings a lot to the table. So that's what's making them feel really drawn to you and attracted to you. but they still haven't made up their mind though. Tell me about the Tower sideways here, Spirit. We have the Six of Swords. We also have the Star card, and we also have the Page of Swords. This person plays too many games. They play too much is what I'm noticing about them. They play way too much. If they can get away with something, then they'll definitely try to get away with it. You know? Yeah, this person just doesn't have the natural instinct, or not the natural instinct, but like the natural like inclination to do things the right way, you know? They're not inclined towards integrity, you know? They're not inclined towards honesty. They're not inclined towards any of that. If they can get away with something, they'll definitely do it. So this is like someone who you have to be like on top of like all the time. If you were to be in a relationship with them, like you're not gonna have any peace of mind with this person, because you're gonna have to be constantly like watching them. Because I can tell this person um, will act right if you're watching them, you know, and if you're monitoring them, you know, if you're standing up for yourself, and if you're demanding respect from them. I can tell this person will, you know, I can tell this person will like how do you say that? They'll stay still, you know, like they won't mess around. Like they'll stay still. Like the hangman. They'll stay still. They won't do anything bad, they won't do anything wrong. They won't overstep boundaries. They won't do anything to disrespect you. But that's the thing though. In order for that to happen, like you would have to be like watching them, you know, 24/7. And, you know, on top of them, and reminding them. Because if you kind of like, you know, switch your attention to something else for a moment, this person will take advantage of that, and will go behind your back and do things that are not correct or appropriate. If you stay quiet and you don't say anything to them, this person's gonna take it as, you know, a green light to do whatever they want to do. Because it's just not in their nature to have like morals, you know, or to follow morals, if that makes sense. It's not in their nature to be someone of integrity or honesty. All right. So what was I doing here? I was clarifying the Tower. Yeah, so this person, again, with the Page of Swords, they're watching you. Um, and they can tell with the Star card and the Six of Swords, they can tell that you're already, you know, you're already leaving here. You're leaving the station, you're leaving the building, you know, you're becoming disconnected and detached from them. Um, you're being quiet, you're being very private, you're being very reserved. So they can see that they're losing their grip over you, you know, or they're losing an opportunity with you. So I do see them taking action toward you. However, I also see them playing a lot of head games and mind games with you at the same time. Yeah, this person just doesn't, they just don't know the meaning of respect, because I mean they're looking at you as an empress or an emperor if you're a man. So I mean they know, they see your value and your worth. They know that you're a respectable person. You know what this person reminds me of? This person reminds me of like a rebel. Yeah. Yeah, this person loves to like rebel against authority is what I'm noticing about them. Yeah, I feel like this person like hates authority, hates leadership. They hate people who think they're better than them. It's like they hate or dislike. Hate is a strong word. I am getting a like a hate energy though. So I'm just gonna go with it because that's what I'm channeling. But I feel like this person hates people who are like successful, you know, people who are confident, people who have a lot of self-love and self-respect like you do. But it's interesting because they hate it and yet they're extremely drawn to you and attracted to you because of that. Because you have that energy of like authority. Because they are looking at you as an authority. They are looking at you as someone who um, has a high level of, like, is high quality, you know, or high status, you know. That doesn't mean you're rich or anything, you know, just your energy, the way you carry yourself, your confidence. They do look at you as someone who's like a high status person, high value person. Again, an empress or an emperor. And it's like they hate it and they love it at the same time. But I am getting like a rebel energy for sure. This person's like a natural rebel. Yeah. They want to be the one on top, you know. They want to be the, you know, the ones in charge. But they're not, because they didn't do anything to make themselves valuable. They didn't do anything to get themselves to that level. You know, I feel like this person is more of a complainer than a doer, you know? Yeah. They do more complaining than taking action. They criticize, you know, those who are above them, and yet that's exactly where they want to be as well, you know. They criticize leadership, they criticize, you know, authority, and yet that's exactly what they want to be. They want to be leaders, you know, they want to be a leader, they want to have authority. This person's like a hater. I'm also getting like a troll energy from them. I feel like this person, yeah, I feel like this person's a hater slash troll. Yeah. All right, so yeah, Virgo, what else can I tell you here? Let me look at your energy. I'm just kind of curious. Tell me about the Sun and the Queen of Wands, please. Male or female? Yeah, we have Temperance in your energy. Temperance. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, it slipped away from my mind. Yeah, I was gonna say that this person, just to kind of like sum it all up, this person's intentions is to basically play head games and mind games with you, and test your boundaries. Yeah, yeah. I feel like that's the best way to like sum this whole reading up. It's like that's the gist of it. That's the gist of their intentions, to play games with you, head games, mind games, emotional games with you, and to test your boundaries. Yeah. Um, Whatever they can get away with, that's what they're gonna head towards. That's what they're gonna do. So that's the message here for you. Why do you have temperance here? Temperance. I don't know why you have temperance. Oh, Knight of Cups is at the bottom of the deck here. Knight of Cups. Well, I feel like that's what it is. I feel like you're looking for a relationship that's healthy and balanced and, full of love and respect. Great, that's nice, but that's definitely not this one. Okay, so um, yeah, this might be a reading that's meant to warn you, for those who are in this situation. Okay. All right. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Take care.